AmandaLand. PSA.
You know, all of this comes back to racism. You know that, right? Like, all of this comes back to racism as just an effective tool to keep certain people in power. And they have used racism in so many ways. It is the most pliable, malleable, effective tool for them to do that with. They've used racism to keep everybody else sick. They've used racism to keep folks uneducated. They use racism to keep folks hungry. Like, they're able to significantly affect the entire world just on this principle of white is right alone. To watch these South African people arrive in the United States and act as if this is not like, this is so blatantly racist. It's like when something happens and you're like, that's racist. You know, like, you just be like, oh my God. Like that little kid, that's racist. When they asked homeboy who was there greeting them why these refugees were acceptable and not others, he said in his white man voice, well, you know, we wanted to, accept refugees who are easily assimilated into the country, which is exactly what we saw after Ukraine popped off. At the same time that the Ukraine war popped off, this last one, there was, of course, the continued effort of migrants to come to the United States, whose countries have also been destabilized by the United States. Haitians, whose countries have also been destabilized by the United States. And they were consistently thwarted at the border, whereas Ukrainians were coming through in droves. I went to the border with an organization called It's About Humanity. I went to the border and I spoke with people who were at the border, trapped there because they couldn't leave, even though they'd filed their cases and are waiting on their asylum. And while I was coming back over the border, I literally watched some Ukrainians just come through and get to the other side casual. So sometimes all of this can seem overwhelmingly confusing and confounding and just a big kerfuffle of fuckery. But understand that it really all comes down to the white supremacist imperialist stronghold that was placed on this globe. And it wasn't always here. So it doesn't get to remain here. And to continue will require us perpetuating the idea that it has been here. But we know, as Ray's Wild was as Nehemiah Ray was talking about how his son had to get over the fear of the cockroach was here long before white supremacy, and it's still here. So that lets us know that we can still fight. Because if the cockroach can outlast them, I don't see why we can't. You feel me?
PSA.
Hey, come on now. What's up, y'all? Show your love. Show your love. We had a good show. Show your love. Show your love. Yeah, I said, drop us a super baby. Thank you, Cecilia, baby. We had a great time today. We got to talk about nature. Nehemiah came through and taught us about being a shepherd. South African, shout out to you for telling them folks to give you your land back. That's whack that they took it in the first place. And now they got the chance to show their face and show your love. Show your love, show your love, show your love. Drop a super for your girl. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Patricia, you really feel like this is one of the best episodes? Even best. Oh, wow! This is your first show! Thank you so much. Make sure you tell a friend. Okay, because we've been low on our viewer count for the past week. Usually we're at between like 530 and 600. We've been down here at around 430. I'm not really feeling that, but it's all good. We're going to keep on going and keep on growing. Shout out to all of my SEAL squatters who are here. Shout out to everybody on the rewatch. Remember, leave a comment after the show in the chat to keep the algorithm pushing this through, all right? Please leave it in the chat to keep the algorithm pushing through. And also want to remind you that you can share this with your group chats. So all of you all, I will ask that that's what you do today. If you felt like this was a great show, make sure that you take the link and drop it on your phone to somebody, whether it's in DMs or on your iMessage or you green bubble people, and say, hey, you should check this out. Please, because what we're doing here is really incredibly unique and special. And oh, wow, thank you, Ren, so much. And it means so much to me that you guys continue to keep showing up, coming through, and showing your love. So we got to continue to expand our community with the right types of people, all right? High quality thoughts. And I think that's what I'm going to start my series. That's what I'm going to call my series on Substack, High Quality Thoughts. I'm about to write a piece right now on Substack that I hope you'll check out. And even though it may share some of the thoughts that I'm talking about here, it's different to read than to hear the voice. So please make sure to subscribe to my Substack. It's Amanda Seales. And we also just got to remind ourselves that we need to keep reading. That's one of the things that we have to make sure that we continue to fortify ourselves with. All right. Thank you all again, and I will see you mañana. 30 seconds of stillness. I enjoyed laughing and learning with you. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell your friends. Also, listen to the podcast. It's available everywhere pods are casted. Listen ad-free by subscribing to Patreon Amanda Seales. Come on and join the Seales Squad. Views from AmandaLand. Live 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Wednesday, with content on Thursday and Friday at YouTube Amanda Seales TV.